Hello, I'm Lauren Carr and welcome to Authors on iTours. Today we are doing a book review of Kimberly Kearns' On the Edge of Shattered, a mother's experience of discovering freedom through sobriety. If you or any friends or family members are suffering from alcoholism or substance abuse, then stick around. You're going to want to learn more about this book.
Hello, this is Lauren Carr, and welcome to Authors on iTours, a podcast devoted to authors, book bloggers, and other book lovers alike.
And now let me tell you about the book. Before she stopped drinking for good, Kim was lying to herself and everyone she knew about her daily habit of sneaking morning sips of vodka behind her husband's back, emptying bottles of wine and hiding the evidence from her family, and convincing herself that nothing was wrong and everything was under control. Until she realized that it wasn't, and that her dishonesty could cost her everything she loved. What would happen to her marriage if things continued in this way? And how could she be a mother to her young children if she remained trapped in this cycle of abuse? Deciding she had to make a change, Kim threw herself into a new life of sobriety 7 months into the COVID-19 pandemic. But only after severing the chains of bondage did she realize how much work there was still to do. Opening the doors to buried memories and past traumas was only the beginning. Throughout her journey to sobriety, Kim would come to terms with the secrets and lies told by her parents and loved ones, allowing her a clarity and freedom she never before thought possible. And now about the author. Kimberly Kearns is a wife to an incredible husband and a mother to 3 beautiful children. She currently lives in Needham, Massachusetts. She continues to tell her story of sobriety and inspire others every day on her blog at kimberlykearns.com and through her Instagram account, A Sober and Strong Mom. You'll find the links below in our description for the podcast. Kimberly co-hosts the podcast, The Weekend Sober, and is a writer for the Webley award-winning narrative podcast, Upping Sober, The First 90 Days. Writing has always been an escape for Kimberly, even as a little girl. Being able to express herself in words and getting lost in her imagination has served as a source of comfort for her as far back as she can remember. And now for my review. On the Edge of Shattered, a mother's experience of discovering freedom through sobriety is a brutally honest and sometimes raw memoir. It took an incredible amount of courage for Kimberly to dig as deep as she had to have in order to write such personal events and memories. It is so personal that one may wonder why she would want to go public with such a personal story. However, as she explains, her hope is that by telling about her journey into alcoholism and back to sobriety, readers may reflect on their own relationship with family, friends, and with alcohol in particular. On the Edge of Shattered is 2 stories in one. It is about the journey into alcoholism and the battle for sobriety. Kimberly takes the reader into her world, starting with her adult self, a wife and mother in the grip of her disease. She is sneaking drinks to make it through the day. After waking up from yet another blackout, she makes the monumentous decision to get sober. In a parallel point of view, Kimberly takes the reader to her childhood to recount the heartbreaking tale of her past and the downward spiral into alcoholism. On the Edge of Shattered is wonderful for wives and mothers struggling to present the perfect wife and mother with the perfect family picture to the outside world while feeling like a fraud inside. In spite of its difficult subject matter, this book is well written with respect and dignity. I commend Kimberly Kearns for her courage in sharing her story and highly recommend her book to anyone who would like an honest, well-written account of the effect of alcoholism on its victims and their families.
And that concludes today's episode of Authors on iTours. This is Lauren Carr, and thank you very much for stopping by. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do be sure to like and subscribe so you can receive notifications of episodes every time we upload. Thank you very much for stopping by. In the meantime, happy reading.